Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Israel Brief, brought to you by Lay of the Land. I'm Rolene Marks, bringing you the top stories from Israel and the region every Monday to Thursday on this platform and on our YouTube channel at the Israel Brief. And while you're there, please click on the subscribe button because you help get Israel's side of the story out to the world. And all eyes are on our region at the moment, with lots of exciting movement following the historical peace agreement between Israel and the United Arab Emirates. And all bets are on which country is going to follow. Will it be Oman? Will it be Morocco? Will it be Bahrain? Well, yesterday we had a pleasant surprise in the form of Sudan. A spokesperson within the foreign ministry said that there is no reason for hostility between the two countries, and that talks to resume normalization, or to start normalization rather, were underway. This is hugely symbolic. Not only is the Sudan a country on the African continent, a Muslim majority country, but this is a country where in 1967 three very, very famous statements were made. And those were the three no's. No peace, no recognition, no negotiation. And now today it looks like the path has been set for peace, for recognition, and using negotiation. Now, what has been quite interesting is that the Foreign Ministry have walked back these claims and have fired the spokesperson, saying that they did not speak with any authority. But Prime Minister Netanyahu was quick to release a statement praising the fact that these normalization talks were happening. So a lot of exciting movement. One thing is for sure, Israelis are absolutely jubilant with the progression that things are taking in the region. It really, really does mean a bright new future. And we got word earlier today that the Mossad chief, Yossi Cohen, is in the United Arab Emirates speaking with the UAE security chief in the capital, Abu Dhabi. So it's full speed ahead, and hopefully great things happening. We now look to the south, where arson terror continues and more fires have raged. But last night rockets were fired from the Gaza Strip into Israel, falling in an empty field. The rockets set off Tseva Adom, or code red, alert alarms in Ashkelon and surrounding villages. And the IDF struck Hamas targets in response to these rockets. And Prime Minister Netanyahu has said that we are preparing for a more enlarged conflict should that be necessary. And our final news story today takes us back to the COVID-19 pandemic, and the head of the Institute for Biological Research made a statement earlier today saying that we're not going to be the first country to get to the vaccine. We are busy working on it, and that phase 1 testing could resume in October, and phase 3 testing may only resume next year, but rather that Israel is going for quality rather than quantity. And just to reiterate that the skies started to open for visitors from at least 20 countries that were determined to be green zones. They are allowed to come into the country without having to quarantine. And this is a much, much needed start or reboot for our beleaguered travel and tourism industry. So those are the top stories making headlines today. Don't forget that you can check out our online content at www.layoftheland.online. You can read my article, which is all about the normalization agreement between the UAE and Israel. It's also up on Facebook. While you're there, give us a like, a follow, share our content. We love it when you do. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel, the Israel Briefing. Click on the big red subscribe button, and we're on Twitter as well at Lay of the Land with the digit 5. That's all our social media. Those are all your news headlines. I'm Rolene Marks with the Israel Brief, and we'll chat again tomorrow.